Ty wants to talk.
We are live. Everything seems to be rolling. And there we go. All right. We are live. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Fireside Chat for New Year's Eve. I hope everyone has had a wonderfully blessed 2025. Tonight, we are going to be talking about, for the first half, we will be talking about the good, the bad, and you got to be shitting me aspect of 2025. And the second half of our show will be us talking about what we hope 2026 is going to bring us. It's going to be one of those that, basically us talking about what we hope things are going to bring us. It's what we're hoping for, what we're dreaming of, what we're praying for, what we're looking forward to, be it TV shows, that sort of thing that's supposedly going to be popping up, movies, and the things that we're not too looking forward to might actually be brought up as well. Who knows? But I'm hoping we can keep tonight's show a little bit more on the yay, whoopee, let's do something fun and have a little bit more fun with it, just like we did for Christmas, which was last week.
And hopefully I don't have to break out the tangent bell this week.
Yes. Hey, now it ain't my fault we started talking about the naughty list.
Keep the spray bottle hand. You never know.
Hey,
You never know.
I mean, to be fair, Richard, I think you're on the naughty list somewhere, and I think that's why you're protecting it so much.
Whoa.
Hey, now,
Whoa.
y'all still
Hey,
have
now.
to send the bribe so I can tell you where all the hot chicks on the naughty list live and why they're on the naughty list. Those bribe checks still have yet to show up on time.
Wow.
You ain't getting one from me because I don't bribe.
Yeah, I know. That's why you're still on the nice list.
Well, depending on how hot they are, I might consider it.
Oh, if you knew half the things I have done.
Let me just say that.
Hey, we're keeping this thing G-rated, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Let me just put it
man,
this
what
way.
fun is it?
The joke about my dad, the reason why he's always jolly is the fact, well, he does have the naughty list that does tell him where all the hot chicks are at that are on the naughty list and why they're on the naughty list. And that's why he is always so happy and jolly. No comment.
I thought it had reindeer and antler myself, but that's just me.
Nah. All right, let's get started with let's talk about the good things that happened this year, and let's just hit what was good this year. One of the good things for me that happened this year has been the fact I am no longer feeling as broken, that I actually have a purpose again. And the fact that I actually have hope. I mean, the year started out with Doge and how they went in and started looking at stuff and seeing where our money was getting spent and started drawing attention to it. And it made even normies sit there and go, we're spending money on what? You're spending my tax money on what? You've got to be kidding me. And then the whole fact that they finally got rid of U.S. aid, which I'm ex-military, guys. I saw what U.S. aid was doing with our money, and I did not like it back then. And yeah, I am so happy that USA doesn't exist no more. It's literally one of those where it's literally this.
Golf clap? Golf clap.
That's how I feel about them getting rid of USA, because it was chef's kiss of. What about you guys? What are you guys so happy about? What was so good that happened for you guys this year? Let's start with Marcelo.
What's good?
Yes. What
I'm
has
still-
been good in this year for you?
I'm still here. I'm kicking it. I've got my friends with me. Got my loved ones. Still got my dad. Still can tell the left where they can go pound sand. There is that.
Yeah.
You know, there is that. So, you know, I mean, talk about small consolation prize. And the fact that you know, knock on wood, I'll be around with y'all for 2026 to continue doing that, and even more, given some of the stupidity that I see coming down the pike. You know, and I don't just mean from politics or from you know, social media circles and stuff like that, but you know, it it's just a matter of, you know, to think that we as a thing, I'm not even gonna call it a society, we work in cycles, and the fact that it's not a matter of the pendulum swinging back, it's the matter of folks are coming back to their senses about, hey, Larevo, that was pretty stupid, wasn't it? Yeah, you know, that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. We're coming back to making more sense about some things. So
Yeah, it's like the
I've-
news. The
yeah.
news that's coming out of Minnesota about the fact that I'm seriously debating getting some shoe polish, moving to Minnesota, and start going. I'm the daycare worker now.
I know, I know that you say that in total jest, okay, and so I take it in that vein. But when you start getting into the numbers of tens of billions
Yeah,
of this sort of stuff, and I'll throw you this way, okay? The day of the you know, reporter being this big uh persona that we have to look up to is further eroding.
yep,
Okay, because I'll throw it to you this way: people turn around and they'll take, you know, they'll say, well, yeah, this one kid who's out there, I'm not going to say his name, he, oh, you know, he, how could he have uncovered $100 million plus of
fraud.
of waste and this and that, and I'm like, excuse me, back when I was a young man, and I'm going to throw Casey in this as well. I used to remember that they had local reporters, had reporters that were hired for no other reason rather than to expose corruption. That was their reason for being on the news. They did nothing else. They did
Yeah,
That's how
they-
John Stossel got his start.
exactly. They didn't do fluff pieces. They didn't do things with the animals. They didn't do environmental stories. They did nothing but expose corruption.
Yeah,
In-
whether it be consumer corruption, political corruption, I mean,
correct.
But that
Correct.
was what they did. But nowadays, you don't get that because everybody looks like
Because
they're a Barbie doll and they all want to be like
correct.
him.
Yep. So
Yep.
so I give thanks for the citizen reporter going out there and actually starting to talk about what's happening boots on the ground. And to those who would say otherwise, I would say put up or shut up. Show us the footage of your local TV stations going up to walls, going up to the legislators. I don't care what party they're from. Show us the tape, just like you guys are asking for the Epstein files. Show us the tape of you guys going up and talking to your legislators up in Minnesota, asking what the bloody hell was going on with these presumed agencies that were getting billions at this point of dollars. Show us the
All that
footage.
fraud, all that fraud went straight back to Somalia,
Well,
the Salami
if it
Republic,
didn't,
and that basically is where the
but
majority
but even if
of
it
their
didn't,
GDP right now is coming from.
but Richard, even if it didn't, even if it went into the hands of some suburban Anglo-Saxon,
It still would be
okay,
wrong, yes. But
suburban wife and her family, okay, even if it went there, okay, why did it go there? And again, show us the footage of you holding your local and state legislators accountable. Where is that footage, TV stations?
Well,
My answer is if they had had it to put up, they would have.
yeah,
well,
They haven't.
you know what though? Honestly, I'll say this, Marcelo. I don't even know if the TV stations today would have the guts to even go out and find the footage.
Damn right.
yeah.
Because
Damn
because
right.
yeah, they're all so in the corporate or media pockets anyway.
Because they're invested in it.
Yeah,
Yep. Well, look at okay. One of the reasons why something like this is able to get away, they're able to get away with it, is well at the beginning of the year they got rid of USA. Okay, one of the biggest reasons why I was so grateful that they got rid of USA was so much of the money that was being laundered through the into political movements was going through USA. You know, all those bricks that was appearing out of no freaking where during the summer of love, that they just find a big pallet of bricks sitting in the middle of the street on the corner. We don't know where this pallet of bricks came from, but hey, we're going to use it to break windows. That was going on during the summer of love. They were trying to figure out where the heck that came from. All they could figure out was it was Soros that organized it. And yes, it was Soros who organized it, but we thought Soros was what paid for it. No, it was U.S. aid money that paid for it. That's the bad from this past year is this that we've actually learned about this stuff, and it's frustrating that people like me who have been a news junkie for decades and had been talking about this for decades and kept getting called, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist, because I was using independent news sources that weren't controlled by one of the big three companies that run the mainstream media. So I got to the point to where it was super frustrating. And then when all of the stuff comes out, proving everything I've been saying for decades was true and accurate, all I can do is look at it, point to it, and say, all right, here's the messages I sent you guys about this, and here's you responding to it, calling me a conspiracy theorist, and I don't know what I'm talking about. There it is. Anything you want to add to it? And and I still haven't received anybody saying I'm sorry about it.
Well, big guy, I hate to tell you, but in this day and age, you never will.
True.
I mean,
Shrubby says people need to watch the movie Society to understand why society is so fucked up right now.
Yep.
That's idiocracy, man.
That's a good one. That's a good one, Shrub.
How you doing,
Personally,
Shrubby?
I just hate the fact that we live in a society.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Shrubby, you've got a link, so if you want to jump in, come on in. Today, like I said earlier, we're going to be talking about what we have loved about 2025, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the oh my god, what are you talking about? And then we'll talk about what we're hoping 2026 will bring us.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Hope for 2026. It's very simple.
no,
More.
hold on to it, because that's the second half
Okay.
where we're just gonna say what we're hopeful for, what we're looking forward to, and try to be as upbeat as possible for the second half, and just try to keep that awesome momentum going. New Year's Eve cleanup is going on. Ooh, okay. No, you've always got the seat here, Shrubby. Don't ever forget it. But yeah, I mean, what has what is the good for you this year, Wavo?
Well, for me, first off, I started my YouTube channel,
Yep.
and at present, I am currently sitting at 59 subscribers. So
There you go, buddy.
Sweet.
at that,
You're
I got off to a really bumpy start, but I'm doing well.
There you go.
Hey, I've got
And
84, man.
most
You're doing great.
importantly, I met you guys.
Sweet.
There you
Hey,
go.
man, like I said, man, this year has been awesome. You know, I started my first video here was in September of 2024, and that was just a few. Every now and again, I would post something, but doing the fireside chats with you, Wavo, I started that seriously this year, and it's actually given me purpose, man, and I'm thankful for it. I'm very, very thankful for it.
Hmm.
It's also putting to use my news junkie status because, yeah, I mean, I've got a, a, a decent network of other news junkies who include a bunch of people who used to be in military intelligence and other intelligence gathering agencies who are like me, no longer doing it as their main job no more, but you know they're still got a toe in the water because you know they just want to stay informed about what's going on.
Mhm.
And doing this has actually given me a purpose, man, and it's awesome. I mean, we've been watching what's been going on in Iran, and going, holy crap, because there is stuff that's going on right now in the world that can be world changing,
Mhm.
and we're not talking about that because we're trying to put the year in review at the moment. This year has been a roller coaster, a big time roller coaster.
Yeah.
What about you, Casey? What have you enjoyed the most about this year?
what I have enjoyed the most about this year, well, my YouTube channel for one thing,
Mhm.
you guys for another thing. More than anything, I've really enjoyed the little in recent days the opportunities and chances I've taken to branch out into other things, and I'm really hoping that something will pan out to be of if not used to me, at least used to those around me.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
I mean, I haven't been I haven't much of a TV watch or anything lately, simply because I've been busy trying to get these things off the ground.
Mhm.
I like to. I have either YouTube running in the background, or TV running in the background while I'm doing all the other stuff I'm doing to try to keep my uh, let's see, what's it called again? Oh yeah, multitasking under control, so it's not messing me up. Uh, I've got to have some type of information coming and going. That way, I don't get I would say overwhelmed, but it's not really overwhelmed with what's going on. It's more along the lines of my brain starts searching for information.
Mhm.
Uh, it's one of the reasons why I sleep with the lights on. It's weird. I don't know why, but yeah, this year has had so many good things about it. I mean, there's been some good TV shows, some good movies. We've also had some really good, big, good time stinker movies, man. I mean, how much money has the movie industry lost this year? I mean, damn, they had some massive flops. I'm
And
talking,
continue to, I
yeah,
might add, and continue to.
I'm
You
talking,
know, I mean, if we're gonna look at the last, 72, 96 hours, and it's like, what a total. I mean, seriously, if you're gonna talk about train derailment for the end of the year, this would have been it. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
way to top the ending to Lost is all I'll say. Way to
yeah.
top the ending to Lost. If you
No,
thought people were going to be peeved off, well, there you go.
all right, give me a second.
I mean, to be fair, I do love a good train wreck, and we've had more than our fair share of train wrecks this year.
Well, only if you bring sufficient beer. Only if you bring
Hey,
sufficient beer.
all right, I did not get into Stranger Things,
Neither did I. But
even though I had so many of my friends going, dude, you need to watch Stranger Things. This is catching what the type of stuff us kids of the 80s would get ourselves into if the supernatural was real. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm going to wait till it's over because I don't want to end up having what happened to me with Game of Thrones, because I was loving the hell out of Game of Thrones. Not just,
Here-
and before anybody thinks that the gratuitous nudity and on-screen sex stuff only got me interested in it. It did not keep me there.
eh,
So yeah,
eh.
but it was the story that
Yeah.
kept me there.
See,
Uh,
Mhm.
here's the thing.
Sure.
Here's
Hey
the
man,
thing.
I gotta keep
Okay?
my street cred
Look,
as the head of
the,
the naughty list, man. Come on,
the,
come on.
the, 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 the creativity leaves in direct inverse proportion to the amount of money that they start throwing at the showrunners as they progress later in the run of the series.
Yeah,
Okay. It's a direct inverse proportion. I mean, for crying out loud, why Chato, who has been in the industry, has never said this is beyond me. Dude, I don't even have a channel yet. You've got over 100 something thousand subscribers. This is something you should talk about. But what am I? Okay. I've just been watching this stuff for decades. Okay. And I've noticed a pattern again and again and again. Okay. Lost. The runners of Lost. They started to get money for other stuff that could come after Lost. What happened with the last season of Lost? Loser.
Yep.
Okay.
And
I give you everything that came after that. Semi-saving grace. They tried to recreate some of the people try to recreate some of the same magic with Fringe. By the end of the fourth season, they lost interest in actually finishing the story of those characters. Again, this season botched it. Okay. We could do this same sort of breakdown with a myriad of other shows, Richard. A
yeah,
myriad of other shows, not just the two that I've mentioned. Okay.
well, one of
They
the
are
things that
here
gets me,
way longer than they needed to be. Okay. They're here way longer than they needed to be. And the ends of the things were not even mediocre, to say the least.
Well, that's the odd thing about it, because they pull things out so long and won't let them die. Then what little creativity they would have been able to have for the end of things, they don't have anymore because they just run out of things to even think, say,
Correct.
or do.
Correct. Yeah. I
well,
mean,
the people that I know, okay, they know me. I I don't care about spoilers when it comes to shows, so I actually look into the stuff before I go watch it to make sure it's something I want to watch. And from what everybody was telling about Stranger Things, I was like, okay, I'll watch it later after it's all done and over with. That way, I can just binge watch the whole thing because I like binge watching entire seasons in a day. It's just the way I enjoy it. So that was my plan. Once the series was over, binge watch, take a week and binge watch the heck out of it. And everybody was talking about the fact that this one character from the very beginning of it, it was pretty obvious that the dude was gay. And there was a second or third season where him and his best friend get into an argument, and he basically calls him out for being gay without saying he's gay. And I'm like, okay, that's cool because that's usually how it goes. Your friends kind of figure that stuff out pretty quick. Especially back then, because if you acted a certain way, it became pretty obvious back in the day. Those of us old enough to remember those days can actually attest to this because that was just the way it works. I mean, think about your own lives. That somebody in your life was gay, but they hadn't come out yet. You pretty much had it figured out, and that way, when they said "I'm gay," you're like, "Oh yeah, of course."
which is, to be frank, not a thing.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously, that's like, nowadays, folks. Okay, good for you.
hmm
And I mean, it's like
What's the
like
big
saying
news?
it's like saying I've got a birthday coming up.
yeah.
Okay,
Well, I've talked about this before. For in my family, my aunt, she came out at the end of the '70s, and she actually left her husband and kids when she did it in the deep South in the late '70s, early '80s. Those of you who lived through this period of time and have lived in the deep South, let that shit sink in. My family has been dealing with something like that for that long. So it was one of those things that my family also got involved in the rights movements of that era. Okay. They put 2025 sensibilities and story writing back in the '80s. All my friends were saying, "You're going to love this because this is actually captured the 1980s so damn well. And then when I saw what season 5, this last season of it, was doing, and this little guy basically gets everybody together as they're preparing to go try to save the fracking universe from being ended, and he has to make everybody stop their preparations just so he can sit there and go, I don't like girls. And then have everybody giving him hugs and everything else and celebrating him, holding him up. I swear to God, the way they acted was the way the series finale is going to be. He's going to walk up to Vecna, drop trowel, bend over, and a rainbow power blast is going to come out of his ass. And that's how they're going to end it. Either that or him and Vecna are going to get jiggy with it with each other, and it's going to make Vecna go, hey, I'm not a bad guy no more. I like the booty. And that's going to be how they solve it. Like I said, they're putting 2025 sensibilities in the 1980s. And that just completely blows my mind. But we just really went on a tangent, didn't we? But I mean, it's frustrating to see stuff like that, you know. Let's get back to
For me, it's not. For me, it's not frustrating. What it is for me, it's kind of like, you know, I'm not going to say sad, but in a way, it is sad.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't do a service to anybody watching the show. It really doesn't do a service to the actor who's coming out on film.
Yeah.
Because they're not really coming out on film, because anybody who was a fan of the show, who would have known this and would have appreciated it, you know, and supported, you know, that person.
Now this is one of those things that really upsets me, because they were when this show started, this kid was well underage, and he talked about how so many LGBTQ, MNOP, XYZ, / squiggly line community kept pushing him to come out as being gay.
Well, that's indicative. That's indicative of what's going on there. Okay, that's indicative of what's going on there. All right, because that's, I'm not going to say a new phenomena per se, but having grown up with a family member who was, for all intents and purposes, known to the family to be gay and in a long-term relationship with a partner, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking
it
about
really wasn't that big of a deal, and I'm
for
not
me,
even talking about
what I'm talking about at this moment is the actor.
I get it. I get it, but that's what I'm saying, Richard. Back then, peer pressure to come out, really?
To
In the
a
80s?
child who was prepubescent.
Whether they were a child or an adult, back in the 80s?
Yeah.
Not a thing.
But what I'm talking about is today, what they did to this kid.
Well, yeah.
That's what upsets me about all this shit.
That yes, that there is that swell of peer pressure, and not even peer pressure, just pressure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this kid was being interviewed about the fact that when he was a kid, he was getting this type of pressure on social media and with the people that would show up around him,
right? And
that was supposed to be fans and showing up and pushing him to make this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute! Somebody's jiggling the bells.
Yep, that's the tangent, Bill. But yeah,
No,
we can talk about this
no,
later.
but he's got a point though, Wavo. He's got a point. Okay, where were the parents? Let me lean in closer to the mic. I'm going to say it softly. Where were the parents?
Yep.
Well,
If your child is going through something that is being pressured upon them by others who are not his immediate family members, what the hell are you doing?
I'm making a hand motion with my fingers
Okay. I'm just saying.
that the parents are looking at because, like with so many child actors, it's the greenbacks.
yeah, I mean, most of
Thank you. Thank you. That's
Because
the point.
let's go back to the talk about the '80s for a second. Everybody here, one of the most famous and late '70s, early '80s actors of the time was Gary Coleman. He was one of the most prolific child actors out there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, one of the reasons why he died kind of young and why he never fully grew up was because of his kidney problems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. His family, they passed a whole bunch of laws there in California protecting child actors because of what his family did to him while he was a child actor. Because in between, I mean, they had him doing different strokes and several guest starring on several other shows, doing movies in the downtime. This kid, when he,
cartoons.
yeah, this guy. Okay, Gary Coleman had a a full docket, a scheduled docket of stuff he was acting in, and doing it in between dialysis machines. So much so that there were times when they actually had a dialysis machine on the on set so he could be doing dialysis in between takes. And he didn't get any of that money. His parents spent that money as soon as they got it.
Uh,
They and
Well, I will never forget. I will never forget the the last words, the last thing I myself ever heard Gary Coleman saying. Those, and that is, quote, "I am not going to die until I say I am going to die."
mhm,
And I think it was a couple of months later. I think his leukemia or cancer or whatever it was ended up killing him.
yeah, but he had. I mean, he was supposed to have had a kidney transplant when he was a kid, and
Yep.
his parents wouldn't let him get it
Yep.
because that would have stopped him from uh, starring in something. I can't remember if it was a TV show or a movie because they're going to they were. It was a movie.
Yeah.
They were
It
going to
was a movie.
schedule him for his kidney transplant
Mm-hmm.
in between seasons for different strokes,
Right.
and they had him scheduled to do a movie, and said, "No, you can't have it then because we're going to have him make a movie at that point."
Right.
And but yeah, that it and he was a little black boy who was the most popular child actor at the time. You know, the eight all these people that talk about this race stuff, the '80s had some of the most popular actors and of the time of the '80s and the '90s that were black. that were minorities. I mean, JJ Dynamite himself from Good Times. The dude was a cultural icon of that time. Bill Cosby, America's dad, dominated the 80s.
Mhm.
Comedy. Who dominated stand up comedy in
Dude,
the 80s?
George Jefferson had
Okay.
a chain of dry cleaning stores, came out of the show All in the Family.
Yes. Well, I'm talking about stand up comics. I'm talking about Richard Pryor
Oh.
and Eddie Murphy. They were two of the biggest
Hmm.
stand up comics out there. You also had from Sanford and Son, Red Fox.
Red Fox. Yep.
Um, it frustrates me because that's who I grew up watching. We didn't care what color your skin was back then. There were some areas where the racism was still really, really strong. Robert Byrd,
Mhm.
Page Robert Byrd, um, and Joe Biden. But
Mhm.
hey, let's not go there right now. But it drives me nuts, these identity politics stuff. That's one of the worst things that really gets to me. But it's the good thing about 2025. Enough people have been waking up to it in 2025. But sadly, what got so many people to wake up was how people responded to the murder of Charlie Kirk. How so much of the left celebrated it. And the fact that whenever we started showing how political leadership on the left had literally been calling for this type of violence,
Mhm.
and the fact that it started normies to wake up. And I'm awesome.
I'm gonna say something real quick. Okay. Uh, Aside from what um our president might have said, okay,
Hmm.
um, I challenge anybody to look at the anybody quote unquote on the right, okay, and ask yourselves who has celebrated the absolute utter tragedy that was the murder of Rob Reiner and his wife at the hands of his son, who
Yeah.
should have had who should have had proper mental health care help.
Hmm.
Okay, who on quote unquote the right has celebrated it? The
Nobody.
answer is
E-
nobody. And I've
Even
been looking.
and even
Okay,
Trump didn't
I've
celebrate it.
been
He
looking.
just called
Well, he
he
made
called
some
out
flippant.
Reiner's bad
Yeah,
behavior.
he
Okay.
made some he made some flippant statements. I'm not trying to defend the man. Okay, he made some flippant statements. I wasn't fond of. I didn't like what he said. I'll go on the record. I didn't like what
Yeah.
he said. Okay,
I didn't
I didn't
like what
like
he
it.
said either, but
Okay,
I'm looking at the fact
but
that Rob Reiner was a person
oh
that
yeah,
when
I
they
mean
tried
I'm
to
not excusing the
assassinate
man
him.
at all. Okay, I'm not excusing the man at all. But I'm saying as as a demographic of people, Richard, people not on the left. Let me say it differently. People not on the left have not behaved the way the left behaved on Charlie Kirk
Yeah,
about Rob Reiner and his wife's passing.
yeah,
It's a
I
stark
agree with that shit.
contrast. A stark contrast. Okay, people were making shooting signs. Teachers were making signs of getting shot out in the street during protests. Has anybody done that because of this? What has happened with Rob Reiner and his wife? No. Has anybody not on the left behaved that way about that tragedy? the way that the left behaved about Charlie, mm,
Or
that's something to think about.
are the two attempted assassinations for Trump.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but I'm just choosing those two specific situations because people did pass away.
Mhm.
Okay, people have not been able to remain on this earth because of that. They are not here entering into 2026 because of that. So, if anybody's wondering where the differences are, there's a clear difference. Okay,
Oh yeah.
there's a clear difference right there.
Now,
Okay,
one of the things that I have to say about Rob Reiner was he was a good director,
he's a
and
great
there
director.
are some people that have said that Rob Reiner, even though when it came to his Republican derangement syndrome, he treated people that was in his sphere of influence really well. Because James Woods came out and
Mhm.
he was good friends with Reiner. And he talked about how Reiner, even though they disagreed on politics, actually helped protect his career in Hollywood.
That's
And
my point. That's my point right there, Richard. That's my point. Okay, it's a matter of objectivity.
yeah,
It's a matter of objectivity. If folks are open to being objective and not subjective, we can have a productive conversation. We may not come to an agreement. You and I don't agree
yeah.
on some things, and that's perfectly fine. You know, Casey and I don't agree on some things, I'm sure, even though we're the same generation, and that's perfectly fine.
Hey,
Okay.
Theta.
I'm not,
Hey, what's up?
I'm,
Hey, I'm only on
I'm
here
not
for a
fond
little
of,
bit. I was invited to King Dolphin TV. I've never been on their show before. So I'm going to go on there in just a little bit, but I'll be here for a little bit too.
no
All right, well,
worries. That's okay.
tell us
Hey,
what you love the most about 2026.
there you go. Right there.
Um, well, I guess the friends that I've made along the way, all of
There
you,
you go.
y'all have been, y'all have supplemented my family, and I can't thank y'all enough for that. So
Right
that's
back
got to
at you,
be the
dude.
big one.
Right back at you.
Thank
I,
you.
Right back at you.
again,
Okay. What is one of the things of 2025 that made you go, what the hell is this?
Oh, my psychiatrist. She's insane. She is insane, and she has me
Well,
working for her, which I think goes against, uh, you know, uh, whatever business
ethics.
practices,
Yeah.
ethical practices, and that she uses like if I don't do every I've done 3 weeks of work for her that she still owes me money for that she's not paying me for, and she like refuses to contact me back when I need to talk to her and stuff. And so like if I don't do what she says, like she uses me and stuff like that. She's nuts. So
wow.
I'm really happy to be almost done with her, and yeah, I'm working for a friend now, working on building his website, which I'm really
There you
excited
go.
about. I have really, I built plenty of websites for a lot of different businesses, and they have a program that they are going to be um, using like a subscription based policy for their program, which is like a prediction of the stock market. And this guy is one of the smartest people I've ever met. He works cybersecurity for the Air Force Base in Colorado Springs. He's always just been one of the smartest people I've ever known.
I
And
say that I think I know what he's going to end up doing.
Mm.
He's just going to say, copy and paste everything that
they have
Pelosi
like a whole
does on the
no
stock
no
market.
they've built like an entire program. Like he codes, so he has
No, I was
like
making a joke.
okay,
No.
gotcha. Hey
Yeah, no,
Alice, how are you doing, Alice? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a little bit, but I hope everything's going well, and I hope 2026 brings you lots of love and joy with you and Crazy Horse.
Well, Crazy and she were here, but they're
Amen.
having internet problems.
Yep.
Oh, okay. He got
Well,
booted. Keeps
glad you
booting out.
made it, Theta.
Well,
Yep.
thank you.
I,
I
I, I'm,
appreciate it,
I'm,
man.
I was late to the
Heck,
party, so
I was gonna do a New Year's show tonight, but I realized everybody and their mom is gonna be doing one, and I've been practicing this magic show for 2 months now, and I want the most
Ooh.
people to see it. So, like I've been working my butt off, getting back into shape. Uh, get doing these tricks. I was a professional magician for 8 years, and I've been doing magic roughly for probably like 21 years now. But yeah, I that was my job for 8 years,
Mhm.
as well as doing like commercials and catalog ads and stuff. Back when I actually was younger and looked, you know, presentable and stuff. I had better teeth and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, I'm excited for 2026. It's going to be a good year. Yeah,
I myself am not.
you're not? Why?
Well, for reference to my pessimism, I point you back to the last 5 years of the 2020s.
Yeah, but
The
that just means
entirety.
things can get better.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Well, the way
You
that's a good
can't
way to
have
look at it.
joy unless you have suffering. You know, unless you've had a low
Amen.
point, then you can't appreciate
Mhm.
the
High
joy
point.
when it comes. So
Mhm. Right
all
there.
I can say is that the past 5 years have been hard. They've been rough. They've but they've strengthened me, and they've strengthened my resolve, and it can only go up from here. So I'm ready for it.
There you go. Amen.
That's
You
the
got friends that are gonna back you up.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, we're
Well,
not friends, man.
And
Let me
God
let me put it
and
put it to you this way: we're not friends. We're
family. I know.
family,
Yeah.
yep.
and
One
Hey,
that's why do you think I call each of you? Well, I call
hey,
most of y'all my brother, and
Yeah.
Alice is my sister, but I call Theta.
Yeah.
What is it I call you again,
You're
son?
my dad. I'm your son. Yeah.
Because and and Zachary has actually made the statement of he's not
Yeah.
sharing.
I look at
But
him as my brother. I love him. I love him to death, man. He's awesome. He has some of the funniest, wittiest remark. I mean, his the way his mind works is just so hilarious to me. I wish that I had a little pinch of that I could bring and just dribble in my ear and coat my brain with it because he's hilarious. I love him to death.
hey, K Skull.
Hey,
But
what's up, K
so there you
Skull?
go.
K Shoal, sorry.
but like I said, guys,
So
my hopes.
Is crazy? Is Shrubby here too?
yeah, he's been lurking around for a while, Theta. We've been trying to get him on for a bit, but he was doing
Yeah.
New Year's cleaning.
I messaged him, with a Happy New Year and stuff, and I haven't heard back from him. So I just wanted to make sure
Well, he
he
has
was
a
all
head
right
start,
because
right?
I know Wes Cagle is really sick. I've been worried about him for a while. So if y'all want to pray,
So
send out a
so
prayer for Wes Cagle, put in a
yeah,
WK
please
in the
do a
chat.
WK in the chat, please, folks.
Exactly. Yeah.
No,
Wes
Wes
Cagle,
Cagle,
we
Yeah,
love you.
we love you, brother.
nobody's heard from Wes Cagle in a while.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Tony said he
Um,
heard from him
when you
a couple days ago. Finally,
Okay.
so he is okay.
ah okay.
But I mean, he is really.
I
Sick,
am gonna
but
go-
He is. He is
Did
okay.
he catch the coof or something?
I don't know exactly. I just know that he's been really, really sick, and I don't know exactly what it is. I just know that Tony said that he did get a hold of him finally,
Yeah.
and he said that he's been out and he's going to be out for a little bit,
Damn.
but he's going to be okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What
If
is
somebody
your
reaches out to him, tell him we're wishing him the best,
Yeah, I will.
yeah.
please.
All right, let's go ahead and transition into uh, what we're hoping next year is going to be bringing us, what 2026 is going to bring us. Uh, Go ahead and hit us with it, Theta. What is your hopes for 2026?
I'm hoping for a great Mortal Kombat 2 movie. I'm hoping for um, I'm hoping for all these channels that are doing Star Wars related AI projects. I hope they actually make a movie. Like even if they don't monetize it, uh, there are some AI projects like 10 minutes long that have actually made me tear up.
Oh yeah,
There's this one in particular where Luke goes to Tatooine and talks to Anakin's ghost, and they kind of talk about how Anakin fell to the dark side, and to try to teach Luke the to embrace love and compassion, but also not to let it overrun you, and not to take it out of the Jedi code, to leave it, to make sure that it is available, because that's what turns most people to the dark side. I'm just telling you, I teared up. It was
yeah.
so
I remember
beautiful,
that one.
and the AI on it was so perfect. The lips moving were perfectly in sync with the words that were being spoken. I think that 2026 is going to have a huge jump in AI availability for people like me to create projects with a little cost, without having like a big crew, being able to shoot practical effects or practical shots, but also edit in AI and make it actually look like a real movie, like something you'd see in the theater. So I'm real excited about that. I'm excited about Silent Hill 1, the remake game. I'm thinking that comes out next year. I'm a big survival horror game guy, so looking forward to that. But overall, I'm just looking forward to getting my car fixed and getting my own place and getting out of this situation finally. I finally have the people that are, gonna that have the projects for me to do, and once they get done with these projects, I'll be able to do exactly that. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Yay!
And growing my channel, both channels. And I'm actually thinking about doing a third channel about Bible study. My resolution for the year is to read the Bible, because I've never read the Bible front to back, like and studied each verse instead of just like going through and reading it like a novel or something. I want to go start at the very first, Genesis 1:1, and I want to dissect what it means, what each word means in Hebrew and Greek, and then move on to verse 1, 2, and see how they connect. Because a lot of people can disassociate what a verse means if they don't understand what comes before and what comes after, who they're talking to, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I want to.
I actually have a minor, small group Bible study with a couple of friends of mine
Yeah, I
that
really want to
I
get
lead.
into something like that. So that's my resolution for the year. And other than that, I'm just excited about doing Transformers reviews. I have a ton of figures that I'm going to review and teach people how to transform. I'm also on this channel. I'm going to teach people how to do magic. Um, and I'm sorry. I will be sending these cards out to you as soon as possible. All right, folks. Money's just been really tight, so every time that I get a little bit of money, another bill pops up. So I will send those
You're
to
good,
you.
Theta. You take
That's
your
par
time.
for the
Whenever
course.
you're able to get them out, that's when you get them out.
Yeah,
That's par for the course.
I will send it to you, and I'll teach you a trick. I'll teach you a personal trick that is just for you because you've been waiting for these for a while, man. So,
Awesome.
Sweet. One of the things.
but hey, I gotta go get ready for Dolphin TV. They want me there 20 minutes before the show starts. So,
All right,
Yeah,
tell them I said hi,
yeah,
and
please.
wish them
Oh,
all happy New Year.
all
yeah,
right, I
please.
love you all
Oh,
so much. Y'all mean the world to me. I love y'all so much, and it's a
right
pleasure.
back at you as always, man.
Such a pleasure to know you all. Keep the armor of God on at all times, and just let Jesus guide you. And 2026 will be a year to remember. I truly
Yep.
believe that.
It's one of those
All right.
points where you say, "Can I get an amen from the congregation?"
There you go. Amen.
Amen.
There you go.
Amen.
All right. I love you guys. Happy New Year. If I don't see you before the midnight hits.
All right,
Um,
y'all be good,
All right, I'll
and
see
love you,
y'all.
son.
I'll
There we
see y'all a
go.
little bit later. God bless y'all. May the power protect you. And end of line.
Amen.
Bless you, Theta.
There you go.
All right,
All right.
so let's go to Casey. What are you hoping 2026 is going to bring us?
Well, I'm hoping that 2026 will bring us all, well, just better quality of life in general.
Yep.
Mm.
I'm just sick of feeling like there's gloom and doom around every corner. Something has got to pop out right.
Yep.
I don't know whether it'll be a movie, a TV show, what it'll be. Um, if I can speak on a personal, selfish note, I'm kind of hoping that for 2026 I can find a way to turn my finances around in such a way that I won't need to rely on anybody's money from trust or anything because I'm really getting sick of government money too.
Yep.
Um, Let me see what else is there. I hope that for all my friends, that you all have the best possible years that you can have, because if you're if you're within the sound of my voice, wherever that may be, you guys mean the world to me, and I figure if if anybody deserves luck, even if I can't get it, you should.
Mhm.
Yep. We all deserve it, man. The only
Yeah.
people I think that don't deserve it are the people that are out there purposely causing heartache and pain for people,
Mm.
and that purposely spread lies to that hurt others. Those types of people fall into the category of bullies, the type of bullies that Krampus goes and breaks out the sandpaper condom for, you know. Um, but yeah, uh, that just drives me nuts. I mean, I've known people who have made mistakes in their lives and have tried to make it right, and I've seen them have a hard time doing it because of the bad stuff they've done in the past. I've also seen people who have done bad stuff in the past and are still doing bad stuff now. And I've also seen them be given an opportunity to make it right. And then they abused that and used it to get close to somebody just to hurt them again. And that frustrates the bejesus out of me whenever I see it. I mean, you do get to a point to where you do have to ask yourself the question of how many times do you offer, uh, a second chance. I have no problem giving somebody a second chance. A third chance, though, that's when I used to be the type of person that would not only turn the other cheek, I'd turn it again to give them that third chance. But with some of the stuff that I've been going through and I've been seeing other people go through, I don't know if I should be doing that anymore. And it makes me feel horrible.
Well, dude, you got to remember something, and this is something I had to learn the hard way. Because if you gave people a third chance, I would give them fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever. But there comes a point when you have to say to yourself,
Hmm.
if I keep turning the other cheek, all I'm going to get is raw skin after a while. Because
Yep.
there are just some people out there that will just take advantage of it. And
A
I
friend of
know.
mine, a friend of mine gave me the quote of, "You can't keep setting yourself on fire to keep other people warm," and that hit me. That hit me pretty big. And it made me realize, yeah, sometimes you've got to do what's right and best for you. Uh, that's one of the things about when Theta was on. He said that he's been improving himself, and that makes me feel so good because that means he's finally taking back his life and he's doing what's right for him, and that makes me feel so much better. That gives me hope for what's coming for him. And each of us need to realize that no matter how bad things are in our lives, we could always make it worse. You know, we have to do our best. We have to try to improve ourselves. We have to improve our conditions as best we can. For a long time, I've just allowed things to happen. I've tried to take the path of least resistance and not make waves. And one of the things about my channel that has helped me a lot is the fact that I've been getting involved with others. We have these awesome conversations about what's been going on in the world. I can share the knowledge I've got. I can share the information that I've been accumulating over time. And it makes me feel like I'm actually making a difference again. My biggest hope
Yep.
for everybody here is that we all can find our path easier
Mm-hmm.
and be able to realize sometimes we've got to go the path that's got resistance to it. Sometimes we do have to make waves, and that's what I'm looking at that's coming up. We've got this online family that has come together thanks to Doomcock and Tony, and it has transcended and it has become a movement. It's like I say whenever we begin, let us be the positive change we want to see in the world.
Right. And the thing is this: over the past few months, I've kind of been on a walkabout, Richard,
Yep.
and I've looked at, and I would even say that I haven't scratched the surface, but I've traveled around a bit in this network of channels, and I can't say precisely that the person that you mentioned was a root element. Okay. In other words, this kicked it off, per se.
Yeah.
It might have been rooting around for a while with a few folks. Okay. Some folks may have had their channels longer. Some, may have been reborn because of that person that you mentioned. But if we were to draw like a network of all the interconnections between that channel and other channels that have spurred on because of it, um, it's not insignificant.
Mhm.
It's not insignificant. Some are very small, with all due respect, like the one that we're on now. Speaking as one who hasn't even started up his conversations, okay, to some that are nearing even that ones. I mean, if we look at WDW, now they've
Mhm.
got over 200,000. Okay, some of his affiliate folks have 100 plus, nearing 200,000. Um, the thing is this, you know, that there is an underlying current to all these messages, which is you you have to you don't have to preach to us
Yep.
about something. We're not we're not unaware. We are not uncaring. We are not unaffected. We are not unempathetic to things. Okay? We are in fact very much awake, if I could use that word. We're
Well,
very much awake to things. Okay? But you don't have to go about enlisting us or asking us to support your existence the way that you're going about it.
Mhm.
Okay? You don't have to go about it that particular way. Okay? We're human beings just like you are. Okay? We see that things may not be going well for you as well. Guess what? Doesn't matter what color your hands are, what color your eyes are, your what color your hair is. Okay, things can go pretty badly for you
Mhm.
without your desire or intervention. Stuff happens. Okay, I'm pretty sure the dinosaurs were pretty happy with things how they were going
up until the
when a
yes,
big rock decided, I'm going to take a detour. You know,
Yep.
party's over, guys.
party's over.
Yep.
They had no choice in that. And frankly, as I tell others, the universe is not really watching out for us. So it's up to us. So as unhappy as you might be, it could always be worse. And if you forget that one fundamental thing, then that's where our problems start. When you forget that one fundamental thing, it's gratefulness. When you forget gratitude and what that really means, and to who it means, that's where our problems start. Okay, doesn't matter what political system you abide by.
Oh yeah. I look at it this way, if we can be that positive change, and if we can show the world that if you really want to make the world a better place, you, the individual, can do it. It's just going to take you going out there and being that positive change that you want to see.
Yep. Yep.
Richard,
Yeah.
if I if I could amend one small thing you said,
Hmm.
because I'll go one step further. It's not if you want to make the change. It's that if you want this world to be better, you have to make the change.
Yep,
Yep.
You
that's true.
You
I agree.
have to commit to it. It's not if you want to. The
You
thing
have
is,
to, yeah.
the thing is, the reason this world, if, and I'm going to use the word if, it is screwed up, it's because there aren't enough people that are willing to stand up and take responsibility for making it a better place. It's easy to sit back and complain about something when you don't have to do, when you don't have any stake in it. But when you go out there and you say, I have to do it, you're automatically giving yourself a stake in the outcome.
Mhm.
Exactly. That's one of the things that gets me with so many of the people that's out there. I mean, we've got this world. This is our world. We've got to do this. We have to be what makes positive change, because there's bad people out there that are doing things to be selfish,
Mhm.
or just to, or like in the Batman, the Dark Knight, how it talks about there are some people out there who just want to watch the world burn.
Mhm.
Okay, we have to be out there countering that type of negativity
Right.
by being that positive change.
Right. The
And
thing is this, Richard, there are people out there think that they are being that positive. The the thing that concerns me with them thinking that they are being that positive change is that their approach to it is the only way that it can be positive is by
hold on, man.
pushing everybody else down.
All right, give me a
Speaking
second.
of pushing,
Hold on.
speaking of
Yeah, I know. I
speaking of
get it.
pushing,
Get the
Uh,
bottle.
I
Get
gotta
the bottle.
do it.
Yeah. Bring the bottle out.
Bad Sig Vogelson. Bad Siggy. Bad. Bad Siggy. Bad.
This is something you won't find on other channels, folks.
Bad Sig Vogelson.
We really are doing the good work. Okay.
Bad Siggy.
You won't see
Bad.
us going, yeah, you won't go see us changing different security systems. You won't see us deploying flying owls. You won't see us going through all manner of contrivations to cease the potential ending of the world. We'll take it directly and have a hand with it and spray that sucker with a Clorox bottle. It's that
Yeah.
simple. We will deal with the infestation directly.
Well, it's our version of Occam's razor.
Hey, I look at it this way. Siggy now smells like Febreze.
He smells
I
April
prefer
fresh.
Yes.
I prefer to look at it as more of Chekhov's gun. If you have it, if you set it up, you better use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Siggy, you better be good, man. Don't make me have to bring it up again. Uh, might actually one of these days force you to come up here and get up on the panel.
It's about time, Sigvaldison. Don't you think? It's about time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't you ever get tired of getting sprayed all the time? Thinking, come
I
on,
mean, seriously,
Well,
we have
well,
fresh towels.
him
man,
being
man,
on the panel
man,
does not prevent him from being spread.
I
Yes,
know,
I've
Well,
actually had to get sprayed
well,
myself.
I know, but at
think of it
least
this way. Think of it this way. Is it better with him in here with us or out there?
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of my.
That's fair. At least up here we could keep an eye on him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There is something to be said for that.
Yeah,
You know,
hey, guys,
it's
Hey,
put this
Tony.
way. You know,
Hey, Tony.
I tell you what I'll
thanks
do.
for joining us.
But
If
like I
we-
said,
We always
what
need a
I'm
little
looking forward
entertainment.
to in 2026. What are you looking forward to, Wavo?
2026. Honestly, I'm looking forward to some new opportunities, seeing where seeing where things with my channel lead, seeing what new friends I can make along the way.
Siggy says, I do wish you all a good New Year's Eve. May 2026 be better year for everyone. And then he has to go to say, our Eldritch God being friendly. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You're getting it,
We
man.
know where you're going, and you're not going to find satisfaction there either.
Bad
You're
Siggy.
gonna find
Bad.
satisfaction there either.
Bad Siggy. Bad. Siggy. Siggy. Don't be bad.
As a matter of fact, you're probably going to find that we're more welcoming than the other place.
Yes.
Saying.
Yeah, and you know what, Siggy, for you, if you come on the panel with us, I will have a whole bunch of bright, shiny red buttons for you to play with. None of them will get you what you want, but you'll be able to punch them all you want.
Yeah. Such a
I mean,
deal. Such a
hey,
deal.
he could fantasize and role play.
Yeah,
That's true.
you
And
know,
Tony says, well, perhaps we need a little entertainment. If you're willing to come on and sing Old Lang Synes,
Yep.
that would be so cool.
Yep.
Because I actually went and did a search for some public domain music for just that reason, to be able to play it.
Mm-hmm.
That way, when we talk about what our resolution for this upcoming year is, right before we end the show.
You're not going to find
Radio
like
didn't,
that anywhere else, Sigvaldison.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never
Yeah.
brought to mind? I do not know all of the words, so I'm making it up as I go.
Mhm. There you go.
only here, folks, only here.
That's right.
Hold on a second, guys. Give me a moment. I need to send something.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I have sent Tony a link to forward to the Radio Demon.
yeah.
All right, sweet.
Maybe that will settle down Sigvaldison.
But anyway,
And
I mean,
I'm going to go AFK for a
all right, brother. 2026. I am actually looking forward to a couple of the movies that are supposed to be coming up. As much as it's, I don't know if Robert Downey Jr. really can. He is an awesome actor and everything, but him playing Doom, I mean, come on.
Yeah, well, you know what, dude? Can I say something? Robert Downey Jr., when he's good at doing something, is very good at doing something.
Yep.
But when there are some roles he's played after his stuff in Marvel, and I'm going, why did he do that?
Yeah.
Why did he do Doctor Dolittle? Why did he do Sherlock Holmes?
I actually thought he did pretty good at it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
not
those
bad.
movies.
Well,
Especially Sherlock Holmes. I liked his take on Sherlock Holmes. I thought that was really good.
I don't know that whole thing where he's telling you what he's going to do to somebody before he does it in the fight scene. It's very distracting.
Yeah, that's true. But
And
you could see how his brain was working. That's the one thing about it I really liked, was the fact that he was thinking things through before he did it. If I do this, he's going to do this, and then I'm going to have to do this, and plotting it all out and showing that that's how his mind works instead of him just doing it.
I get it. But
I love Sherlock that Benedict Cumberbatch did with what was his name, Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
That was he was really good in that, and I just was like, wow, that was pretty cool. And it was one of those things that I really thought that they could have done a heck of a lot better with it. But yeah, Doolittle, I kind of wish that it would have. as much as I enjoy um, Eddie Murphy, his version of Doctor Doolittle wasn't my favorite. I like the original Doctor Doolittle, and Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doolittle was a lot closer to
Mhm.
the original Doctor Doolittle movie.
Yeah. I,
And
I, I guess I'm just spoiled, Richard. I can't see anybody but Rex Harrison as Doctor Doolittle.
true,
Just it was that quintessential persona that he was able to pull off. It was just enough quirkiness, but just enough seriousness. Um, I found that both Robert Downey Jr. and Eddie Murphy played it a little bit too campy,
yeah.
a
Well,
little too campy,
the
just a
Rex
tiny
Harris,
bit.
I loved the fact that whenever they back in the day when having the main character sing a song
Hmm.
and having that as a major part of the movie. I'm sorry. Yes, I still do enjoy a decent musical,
Hmm.
and his song "Talk to the Animals," Rex Harrison's that song still to this day is one of the most beautiful songs out there. Just like the Willy Wonka movie with Gene
Well,
Wilder. Okay, Gene Wilder was Willy Wonka. I mean,
Hmm.
he was perfection.
Yeah,
And Charlemagne, whatever the kid that's doing it
Chalamet.
now, that also did Dune. He came so he's so close to being able to pull off the Gene Wilder uh, vibe for Willy
Hmm.
Wonka.
Close but
And
not to
he
go.
actually stated that he watched everything that Wilder did so he could get into that vibe. I love Johnny Depp, but his Willy Wonka just did not have the panache that Wilder's had. And
Yep.
he actually admitted he was vibing Michael Jackson for Willy Wonka. And I'm just going to leave it there.
Hmm.
But Robert Downey Jr. is a really good actor. I love his stuff. But him doing Doctor Doom is one of those things of they've left money on the table. I mean, there's several actors that they could have hired to come in and do Doctor Doom that would just be perfect for the role. And I still, hey, File 13, I still can't get over the fact that they really dropped the ball with Fantastic Four. And I, I, I admit, I enjoyed the original Fantastic Four movies that came out with Chris Evans playing the Torch, Jessica Alba is Sue Storm. I enjoyed those movies. And the actor that played Doctor Doom I really enjoyed him as an actor. When he died, I cried. Um, but I think that they really miscast him in that as Doctor Doom. So I love Chickless, man, as Ben Grimm, the Thing.
Hmm.
He just had the gravitas to pull that role off. And the actor that they had playing Reed Richards, I could see him as Reed Richards. A hell of a lot better than Pedro Pascal.
Hmm.
But that's beside the point. Okay, File 13 says, Happy New Year's, kids. Hope all of you great fortune, riches, and health for the next year. Also, leprechaun are constantly laughing because their nuts are constantly being tickled by the grass. I love
Oh,
you, man. That was
Wow.
so good. I cried when Cujo mauled that family. I was 4.5. Oh, one of the. Are you talking the original Cujo or the remake?
Original.
Because my mom was back then was a real big Stephen King book reader, and the first Cujo movie where they made Cujo a Saint Bernard. Because if I remember right, she said in the book he was a small dog or something.
Yep.
Uh, and I was like, damn, okay. But yeah, I mean, I just think that I am looking forward to it because it is, the worst. The they had to actually admit to the leaks that Chris Evans they threw enough money at Chris Evans to get him to come back as Captain America because everything had flopped massively. They had more flops than
Mm-hmm.
an attempted orgy at the erectile dysfunction convention.
Yeah.
And I was like going, oh wow, okay, this is good.
Mhm.
This is good. And there are
Yeah.
people that actually are using AI to say, here's the next set of leaks
Mm-hmm.
to make AI versions of what they think Doomsday is going to be about. And I've watched a couple of them and was giggling my butt off because I thought it was funny as all get out. But like we've already said, looking forward to what AI can do for like fan movies and stuff. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest reasons why so many people there in Hollywood are freaked the heck out over AI and why they're pushing this anti AI move because it's literally going to, it can allow anybody to make good stories that people actually want to see. It's like for the fans, by the fans type entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And because Hollywood isn't caring about what the fans want, they're not giving us what we want.
Right.
Well,
But
there's also the flip side of that as well,
yeah,
because I myself have seen hundreds of thousands of cases of where they're making they're making videos using AI of real celebrities and politicians and things like that,
mhm,
and making it look like they're saying things they never actually said, and then trying to pass it off as the real thing.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that
yeah, but
that
then
does upset me. That really upsets the heck out of me, and it scares the heck out of me because you're not going to be able to trust anything you see anymore, and that terrifies me. Um, and it causes the latent paranoia I've got for when it comes to the information that I'm looking at, especially when it comes through the media. I'm always out there searching for confirmation for this type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I do, like I said, I like the fact that it can open up. There's so many really good fan projects that have been using AI out there. There's entire Star Wars channels, for instance, that have had stories that have made me cry,
Mm-hmm.
and they're using stuff from the extended universe and from the novelizations,
Right.
especially when it came to like the reason why Anakin fell to the dark side. They really covered that in the novelizations of episode 2 and 3 because there was a whole storyline about how Anakin felt like he was being held back, that they weren't listening to him. It's like with the dreams he was having of his mother being endangered. They kept dismissing him. That was in the novelization. they barely touched on it in when they put it up on the screen. They just made him look like a whiny crybaby bitch on the screen. They didn't cover all the stuff that was going on around it that was causing him to feel that way. And it just really was frustrating. I still say this to this day. Episode 2 should have been 2 movies. The Phantom Menace, instead of being episode 1, The Phantom Menace, it should have been either the prologue as it standing on its own, and then have episode 2 broken into 2 movies, because there was just so much stuff going on in episode 2. You needed 2 movies worth of time for it.
Yes.
And that way,
Honestly, I thought episode 2 was incredibly boring.
that's because they were trying to show too
Too
much
in one episode.
Yeah.
Because you had the spy aspect to it and the romance aspect to it.
Yep.
Okay.
That and the whole setup. That and the whole setup to the point begun the Clone Wars has.
Yep.
You know what? You know, hello. That just way too much to go into it.
Okay.
Way
Wayvo
too much to go
made a
into.
statement here that I've got to put up on the screen, because he's very honest about this, because it is true. My cat right here sitting beside me, that's sleeping right now, Kraken could have been a better Reed Richards and a more believable Reed Richards than Pedro Pascal.
Look, I'm just gonna say it. Okay, a pet
You're
rock.
gonna say you're gonna say that Rosie O'Donnell could have played Reed Richards better than Pedro Pascal, and I'm gonna have to say you're right.
I'll tell you what.
Well, yes, but I was actually going to go in a different direction. I could have said a pet rock could have played a better Ben Grimm than Eben Moss. All right. I mean, with all due respect, they had to sneak in references to the show The Bear into
A
that movie.
corpse. A corpse would have been a better Ben Grimm.
Seriously, you know, it's like, yeah, it's got a little bit of garlic, so it gives it a little bit of zip. Hello, table 51 is ready. I mean, come on. Are you serious?
Yeah,
You know,
I'm telling you, man.
I mean, and with all due respect, even in the comic books, Johnny Storm was ripped. Look at the guy who played Johnny Storm. I don't even remember the guy's name.
Well,
Was-
also Johnny
you know-
Storm was a ladies' man. He was the
Exactly.
type of guy that he was a big time horn dog. I mean, the dude had relations with an alien that
Look, I'm just going to
even
say
Tim Kirk would have gone, no.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to say it. And people, if you don't like it, whoever hears this, I'm just going to say it. Beta.
Yeah,
Leave that right there.
they really.
It's too bad people don't use that word anymore.
Really? Oh, so they use what? 6'7" now?
Okay,
Unfortunately, tragically, yes. They
okay,
do.
the serious pack says, "Happy New Year's, boys." And I say, "Happy New Year's to you." But like I said, you know, so many failures in the movies that happened in 2025. But I am hoping that there are going to be some good stuff coming up in 2026, because there was a whole bunch of stuff that got made that got made by the DEI hires and the woke skulls that was already in the pipe that they couldn't already get rid of. So yeah, we've got to deal with that. Let's just hope that we've gotten through the worst of it, and we're actually going to start seeing some good stuff again.
I think so too. I think.
Look at the one movie. It's like when it comes to the Disney stuff. The only movie that uh, Bob Chapek approved was Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well, I honestly,
Let me stress this, okay? Bob Chapek's tenure as CEO, the only movie he got to approve was Deadpool and Wolverine. And of all the stuff that came out from Disney this past year, which movie did the best?
Deadpool and Wolverine.
rest my case.
Okay.
I mean,
And so I'm like, oh boy. And I mean, even Feige is sitting there saying we're changing direction because of how bad the past couple, this entire phase of the MCU has. Viagra could not have saved it. Okay.
The bad thing for Disney is that it's a lot like the Titanic going into the iceberg. Now that they see it, they can't turn away from it.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And
I'm just going to say this: that basically, in the words of Jack Nicholson as the Joker from the original Batman,
Yep.
the MCU needs an enema.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. It needs an enema. It needs an enema, a suppository, and a kidney transplant.
Actually, I think
Right, possibly.
not the MCU needs it. I think the entirety of Disney needs it.
Well, yeah, by extension, we mean the people leading it.
Because
By
I mean,
extension, we definitely.
it's why I
mean
keep
the
referring
people
to Disney as the Iger Corporation. Because this is
That's true.
It's
true.
it boils
no
down
longer
to
Disney.
Iger.
It's no longer
And
Disney, folks.
I'm just to that point to where
Yeah. So.
I am hoping that 2026,
Mhm.
when it comes time for them to elect a new board,
Mhm.
that they're going to finally have woken up enough people to get rid of him. I would love to get Mexican Iron Man on here
see.
to
We'll-
talk
we'll
about
have to
this.
see. We'll have to see, Richard. We'll have to see. I mean, I'm hopeful for 2026 for that, but there's a lot that needs to happen besides Iger retiring. What's that guy? D'Amelio. He or Emilio. He can't save this.
Yeah.
They've got to get fresh blood from outside, that does something radical and says, I'm not going to put up with this. They're going to pull a Popeye. I've had all I can stands. I can't stands no more.
The,
Okay?
the only problem.
Okay, hold on for a second, guys.
Again,
Bad singing, Thompson. Bad singing. Bad. Bad singing.
Actually,
Bad.
I could have gone all night without
in
that.
in this particular case, I'd let it slide.
You see,
As much as I'm loath to admit it, he's right about Disney.
Yeah,
Don't
and
humor him.
Hollywood.
Don't
Hollywood too. But
don't humor him.
you know,
Yeah. Good point. Good point. We start making exceptions now.
Dude, it's kind of like this. That's kind of the literal final solution, because not only does it take out Hollywood, but it takes out everything else too. And I'm kind of partial in my part of this mudball.
hey,
Which
if the
brings us
button
to
ever
another-
gets pushed, I'm going to Legoland, and I'm going to sit there and watch everything happen, because I know one thing: he ain't going to touch Legoland because he don't want to hurt his foot.
That's true. Hey,
I live
That-
literally 10 minutes up the road from Legoland, Florida.
No kidding. Okay. So that's very sound logic, because anybody who's ever stepped on a Lego can fully appreciate the fact that you never want to step on a Lego ever again.
Yep.
That's for sure.
I can't imagine what stepping on a giant one would feel like.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude.
Or a big one with a sharp point on it.
And
That's
if
true.
I cannot get to Legoland, I'm going to go to a game store and break out a whole bunch of dice, throw it on the ground.
Wow.
Yeah, he's not. That's why.
You know that sounds like a plot to a movie.
Yeah, yeah.
It sounds like a plot to a movie. You know what? You know what? If we had enough money to cobble together, to put together the plot to a movie of Sigvaldison saves the world by turning his obsession on the button pushing around on him.
Yeah,
this could make some money, folks. I mean,
that's
money.
That's a good use for
money.
That's a good use for AI.
Hey, there's another way we can. There is another way we can could keep it from happening. Is whenever the squid gets loose, turn out all the strippers and have them start dancing.
I'm just saying that
that horn dog will not go stomping. He will go hunting.
Exactly. The best laid plans of high priests and men. I mean, it can happen. It can happen. So, I mean, don't put it past us. Somebody with some money and a little creativity takes this idea, puts it out there. The thing could blow up. The thing could, The thing could blow up.
And the good part is, think of it this way: the one place that does legalize that stuff is in the middle of the desert. So even if
exactly,
All right, hold on a second. I want to set something up. How's that sound? That's not blocking our voices. That's good.
Eldritch God stopped by a Lego. News at 11.
Eldritch God falls down. Lego gets stuck somewhere that the ER doctors say it shouldn't be.
And the funny part is that for those who are here, we are very appreciative because you're not going to get this kind of insightful repartee on a certain channel that happens at the center of the earth. I'm just saying.
No, we are our own animal here, are we not?
Yes, we are.
Did somebody mention an Eldritch Tome?
One
that I plan on getting my happy little claws on just in time for New Year's.
Oh, it's a big guy.
Greetings, my demonic friend. How are you tonight?
Good evening and happy New Year's. I have a half-gallon of Sassy here. Louisiana's finest cocktails. I feel the need to celebrate.
Somebody said cocktails? Where?
Well, we're getting ready to wind down.
Nobody said there were drinks.
I asked a friend of mine if he would be willing to come on and sing Old Lang Syne for us.
Oh.
And here you are.
One time I'll be volunteered.
Behave yourself, Sigvaldison. We have a real celebrity here.
One that isn't held behind some mechanizations or force fields or the rigmarole that comes from it.
Alistair, that particular entity you're speaking of, it looks more like a lava lamp than anything else.
True.
Funny you should mention that, Casey. But the funny part is that lava lamps are actually used in creating security for the whole freaking internet. Maybe that's why a certain squid is being held in suspension.
Ah, that would explain a few things.
All the
losing.
joys of poking harmless fun at a particular Silver Age supervillain.
Yep. Well, it is great to have you here.
It is a pleasure to be here. I do apologize for being dreadfully late. We wanted to make sure that we made our run to get said Sazerac, and I will be broadcasting throughout the evening. I'm going to be making a few surprise appearances here and there, and then I'm going to go to VR chat because everybody and their mother is absolutely streaming on YouTube. There's nothing profitable to be made here tonight.
Oh yes.
To be fair, Alistair, you said you were late. It's better to be fashionably late than to not show up at all.
Well, speaking of fashion, I did just get this fixed at the tailor's, so good on you to call me out on that.
He's got taste, this guy. I'll give him that.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Well, before we have you sing Old Lang Syne as we head out, what are you looking forward to in the upcoming year, Alistair?
I want my employee, to reach 10,000 subscribers by this time next year.
Well, considering how well he's been doing this past year, he should be able to pull it off.
Well, I'm the one netting him the subscriber counts at the moment, and Alf is the one netting him the money.
No, you've also got Skeletor out there too.
Skeletor has done a lot of legwork. Heck, he did most of the legwork.
Yep.
Well, let's face it, he's got no brain in that skull, so what else can he do?
Now see, if I wanted to be a cult leader, I would change my name to Vincent, but I do appreciate the sentiment there, Marcelo.
Whoa.
Well, I am
Vincent, as in Vincent Price.
No. That man's way too classy.
he might be talking about the original Beauty and the Beast TV show, Vincent. Played by Ron Perlman. He had one of the biggest cults back in the 80s, man. He had women throwing underwear at him all the time.
Well,
It is a strange appearance, to say the least. But I am here, and I suppose you want me to do this little favor for you. Oh, by the way, we have a vault door entrance that we need to fix for you. We need to get that finished.
Oh, yes.
And then we need, yes, don't mind me, Sazerac and Nuka-Cola. It's the season.
Nuka-Cola is one of my favorite drinks.
Oh, yes. You can still find it 200 years later. They made a fuck ton of it.
Oh, God, yeah. One of the best drinks ever. Especially
well,
with wine.
if I may ask, oh great one, before you leave, I would still be interested in putting my name and blood on that dotted line whenever you get the contract.
Absolutely. We need to get you some stories orated this year. I understand that also a good friend Jeff is wanting some stories and some lines read. And also, Mr. Stark did reply to you on your email correspondence.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
I'll
It's we can
I'll-
just read it when you can.
I'll see to that as quick as I can. I've got one other thing to do in that regard, so I'll take care of yours and that other one tonight.
Very good.
And yes, I shall have some things for you. I got something for someone else right now. I'll have some things for you very, very shortly. But could you ask Mr. Stark to get a hold of me, please? I need to speak to him about something.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
In the interim, what was the other bit of business that I had? This old mind is losing itself.
No.
What was on that old brain pan?
Old Lang Syne.
You're just really pushing that. It's fine. It's been a minute since I've sung this one, so I do apologize if there's a little bit of rust here, but we could definitely brush that off.
Don't push the
well,
demon
hello,
too
Zach.
far. Don't push the demon too far. Bad things
No,
happen.
no. It's perfectly fine. I am properly warm in the belly. I just had my friend, well, former friend Jeff over for let's just say dinner, and now I'm warm in the belly for some Sazerac this evening. I'm going to be making a few hops and skips and jumps, and whenever I'm allowed on a panel, I'm going to say a few words of encouragement for the new year before I begin my broadcast down there in VR chat, which you all should be able to obtain because I can run on a bloody freaking toaster. Get on the ball. Those broadcasts are a lot of fun.
No, before you do, somebody wanted to say hi.
Hey, look at the beautiful triangular-headed triangle. And giving the Chinese eyes. What a wonderful kitty cat.
He's a good boy. Go ahead and hop down.
We love kitties.
Oh, yeah. He is our...
Well, I mean, I have a few cats under my jurisdiction as well. They're the ones that helped me get said Sazerac tonight.
Oh, good.
Isn't that
I
right?
assume you're referring. I assume you're referring to one particular triangle in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Oh, the gambling problem.
Yeah.
Gambling problem? That's putting it mildly.
Well, I mean, the poor man had, a little bit of a string of bad luck. Mr. Hot Hands kept doubling down until there was nothing left. It's not
He
my
also
problem.
seems to have a spider addiction.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
well, I mean, if you really want to hear it from the horse's mouth,
Yeah, there's a lot of people
Wait.
shipping us. It's pretty crazy, yo.
so you know.
Wait, there's a horse? Nobody said anything about a horse.
It's a phrase, my good fellow. It's a phrase. Speaking of which, I do want to go over a recent contract with Dan Funk. He is now under my protection from horsitis. That extension is obviously also offered to each and every one of you for the new year.
Can I take it as part of the package deal?
Of course.
Thank you.
All right.
I
Now,
suppose we should go ahead and get this musical number done and over with, yes?
oh, yes.
Could you perhaps remove the backing track so that I can align my notes correctly?
All right, there you go.
Thank you. Happy New Year, you crazy kids! My God, is it dead already? Well, what can I say? Another one for the books. The planet revolved around the sun at least one more time. If it wasn't the little planet that could. But as we continue spinning around on this veritable ball of dirt, water, and rock, I must remind you that we, as people living upon it, should at the very least forgive those who have trespassed against us, offer our homes to those who require the hospitality, and to remember the good times, the bad times, and all of the time. Should whole acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot in the days of holding sign? For holding sign, my dear, for holding sign, we'll drink a cup of kindness yet for the sake of holding sign. And surely you will buy your cup, and surely I'll buy mine. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for the sake of holding sign. We two paddled in the stream from morning sun till night. The seas between us roared and swelled since the days of holding sign. For old acquaintance be forgot, and ne'er brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot, for the sake of holding sign. For old acquaintance be forgot, and ne'er brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot in the days of holding sign. For holding sign, my dear, yet it's for holding sign. We'll drink a cup of kindness yet, for the sake of holding sign. Happy New Year, you filthy animals!
Thank you, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
I hope
As I closed,
Cheers!
As I recently-
It's time to crack the sassy!
That's the
As I-
boy.
as I recently closed my video that will be dropping next week, I boldly exclaimed as I tiredly yawned, "Merry Christmas to all! Now get the hell off my lawn!"
Oh, please. Christmas was just a week ago. Who gives
There
a fuck?
and there it is. There it
Listen,
is,
they're
folks.
throwing up Mariah Carey and they're unthawing Dick Clark for tonight, like they do every year.
It was a review of The Grinch. I couldn't resist.
Well, everyone,
You know, I gotta sit there for a while. I'm thinking it must be real desperate because he's got freezer burn by now.
everyone, I want to say, I hope 2026 brings you everything you have hoped for, that you have dreamt of, and that you are going to pray for. I hope that 2026 gives you all
I
of
had
that.
to. Don't judge me.
Well, I do
Don't
think
want
that this
being
world.
mushy. I just had to.
Well, I love each and every one of you, and hopefully, we can all have a blast this upcoming year whenever we get together. I am doing my best to make sure that I can get the production values up on my channel here.
We'll
That's how
definitely be assisting you with that. That spend no expense.
Oh, it's going to
Thank
be a blast, all right. I'm bringing the fuse.
I want everyone
I mean,
to
if you
have
shot,
a
go big or go home.
wonderful
The good
and
time.
blessed New Year's Eve, and let us all go out there and be the positive change we want to see in this world.
Absolutely.
And remember, share the things you love with others, because this world desperately needs more love in it. And know this, you're not alone. You're never alone. And you are most definitely loved, because I love each and every one of you.
There you go.
Be good, and I love you.